Good morning, everybody. RK Rottweilers. Yes, it is first thing in the morning, guys. Talk about it, Mama. Good morning to you, Miss Moolah. Love how she talks to me in the morning. Hi, little one. Get these little knuckleheads out. Well, we'll talk about it. Huh? She said, let me out of here, Dad. And they're off. All right, guys. Talk about it Thursday. We're going to get right into it. Let me grab my Gatorade. Let me kill the light. Here she comes back. So no matter what, she'll always come back to check on me when I don't come right out outside right after him. It's just who she is. It's my little Cadillac. It's not good. Get over here. All right, so our Talk About It Thursdays today. I had to debate this one just a little bit because it can actually drop maybe a little bit of negative energy. And as I told you guys before, that's something that I'm never going to do with this channel, is bring that negativity. But I think it's something that we can actually learn from each other from and actually laugh at a little bit, right? So today I'm going to hit you with the, have you ever had to deal with an extreme Karen that lives next door to you? You know, one of those neighbors. And by Karen, I mean male or female. It doesn't matter. Or whatever they want to, you know, identify as. Have you ever had to deal with that? And were they valid? Look at these two. She just don't leave her mom alone. She ain't gonna learn till she gets snapped on. So, like, were they valid? You know what I mean? Or were they just 100% being just a-holes? You know what I mean? Sometimes they're valid. Sometimes you have a dog that's eating through the damn fence, pooping in their yard, you know, something like that. In that case, are they really a Karen? Are they really wrong for that? No, I don't think they are. I'm really speaking probably mainly more on somebody complaining for nothing, right? Just that BS stuff. We all know that I just had a recent incident if you've been watching the videos. My goodness, these knuckleheads. Boom, boom, boom. So, what you limping for, Papa? You got something in your paw? But as you can see, that's why I get them out first thing in the morning and take them for a nice walk and let them do what they got to do. And for the most part, they really don't even use the bathroom in the kennels anymore during the day. They wait till I let them out again in the evening. They're very, very self-disciplined. You know, these dogs are. They don't get in trouble for using the bathroom in the kennel at all. That's why they're outside. I have no problem with it. I pressure wash them every day, no matter what, regardless if there's, you know, pee or poop or anything in there. It really doesn't matter to me. I just clean them up because that's kind of the routine of what I do. But it is kind of cool that they are just, you know, so disciplined that that's how they choose to do it. And plus, for the most part, these dogs don't want to do that around where they're laying and eating and things like that. That's just kind of their nature. So if you do have a younger dog that still does that when you're trying to kennel train and all that good stuff, just understand it's not going to last. You know, they'll adapt to not wanting to be around that. And some of them don't. I've seen some little hard-headed knuckleheads that just don't care. Yeah, it is what it is. You go in some people's houses and it's just nasty, right? They can just live like that. But hey, everybody's different, right? Look at this knucklehead over here getting buried. Oh, she just jumped up. Hey, get over here. Get over here. So excluding my most recent Karen experience, right, with a complete psychopath and a-hole for a neighbor, both of them, the wife and the husband. Excluding that, I'll go all the way back to Colorado. And I did have a neighbor that was literally right across the fence, because back in Denver, I was just in a basic neighborhood, where it was just a dividing line with a fence and everybody had, just a basic lot. I actually had a double lot, which was pretty cool, but, most of the houses were just a lot. And, I had the dogs that I have now, but I had one of them that was in heat, and my guy Ace, he was just going nuts, and we're talking middle of the day, guys. We're talking nice and early in the day, not late night. And he's just going back and forth, up and down, whining, barking, because he's trying to get into the gate where the female is. And this neighbor of mine, he's sitting on the other side of the fence, and he used to sit over there like all day long and just get pissy drunk on Budweisers, and just sit there. And then, of course, he would start complaining over little petty stuff, right? But on this day, he happened to be a little loud with it. And he basically was talking to a friend that he had over there and threatening me that he's going to call animal control, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Which I wasn't doing anything wrong, so there's nothing animal control could do or anything else. I was cool. I was well within my rights and everything that I was doing. I didn't have, as many dogs as I have now. Of course, in Denver City, that would probably be an issue to have, 6, 7 full-blown Rottweilers. You know what I mean? They start wanting permits and all kind of weird stuff just because, it's a big city. That's what they do. But I was well within my rights anyways, you know what I mean? So just after dealing with his nonsense for just, over and over and over again, that one was kind of the straw, that broke the camel's back. So, I went over there the next day and I took a couple Bud Lights over there, and just tried to talk to him like a man. And of course, he was just mad hungover, right, from the day before. So he didn't want to accept the beer, but, he sat there and listened to what I had to say. And, basically I brought it to his attention that, look, dude, if you're making moves like that, you're making an honest effort to make my life a living hell is what you're trying to do. Based on a BS complaint, it's the middle of the day. It's not like it was 2 a.m. and we're out there wilding out and the dogs are barking, going nuts, because I don't even do that out here. My dogs come in the house. They're in the house by 9, 10 o'clock at night. That's just kind of how we roll. It's just out of respect. Not only for my dogs, but yeah, for the neighborhood as well, So I just kind of let them know, that you're making a full-blown honest effort to make my life a living hell. And if that is the case, then we can both go down that road. I can easily come out and start, running my chainsaw at 7 a.m. and, do all kind of fun stuff, because I know you're sitting there hungover and trying to sleep anyways, right? So it was just kind of a nightmare with this dude. It was just all over the board with him, and then one day he's smiling and the next he's really, just chatting with the other neighbors. And, this guy was really going to other neighbors trying to get a little petition going and all kind of weird stuff. This dude was a real weirdo. So, that was my experience with an extreme Karen. I want to hear from you guys. So this is definitely just a dog question. This isn't just a Roddy question. It's a dog question. But I want to hear extreme. I want to hear what the heck. What did this girl do? You're such a kook. Yeah, you. What do you want? What's up, mamas? What's up, mamas? So she made that really weird squeal when she rolled over onto her back, which was kind of weird, but I guess she was just kind of getting into it. She's crazy. They're all a little kooky. They all do weird stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys, man. If you guys have that issue, especially from anybody that's gotten a dog from me recently. Are you having issues with a neighbor now all of a sudden? Like some of you guys, your dogs are pretty big by now. You know what I mean? That you guys have gotten from me. Miss Kim out in Colorado that has 2 males from me. Those boys are absolutely huge and beautiful. If you happen to catch this video, I would definitely love to hear from you if you're having any issues from the neighbors over there. I'm quite sure they look at you very differently when you walk those dogs around that neighborhood, because I know the neighborhood that you're in, and it can be a little bougie in certain areas. It can be a little bit of that. So, if you're not walking around one of those little weird toy poodles or Yorkies or something, they start looking at you weird. Especially start pulling out these big, massive Rottweilers. A few of the other people that I've actually delivered to, I know the layout of the houses and whatnot, and most of you guys have space in between the houses. You're not really kind of like laying on top of each other with it. My guy Los out in New York, which doesn't watch many videos, but if you do happen to catch this one, I would love to hear from you too, because you're in a major city environment, and Los has two big, beautiful females from us as well. So yeah, I would like to hear from you as well if you're dealing with any of those extreme Karens out that way. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, it kind of has a negative underlying feel to it, but it's not. You know what I mean? I think it's more that we can just learn from each other a little bit. Maybe we can learn to be a little more understanding of the neighbors. I'm not in this case. That dude was an idiot. Just like my current neighbors, they're idiots. You know what I mean? As respectful as we keep it, we keep our dogs in our yard. We don't let them travel into other yards. We don't have them out too early in the morning, and we don't have them out late at night. You know what I mean? So once I take all those precautions and all those steps, I'm pretty much done with trying to please everybody else. You know what I mean? So at some point in time, they have to have an understanding that I do have these dogs, and yeah, I live here too, and I paid for my house just like they did. You know what I mean? So it's mutual that has to go back and forth with that, right? So I would love to hear from you guys. Extreme Karenism is what we'll call this one today. I want to hear if you've had to do, and how did you deal with it? What'd you do? Did you just kind of let it be? Did you have to end up in court over it? Did you, have to physically talk to the person? And I mean, did you have to lay the smack down? That could have happened too. Who knows? It happens sometimes. I hope not. I never am the one to try and push violence in any situation, unless violence is being brought to you. Then, protection of yourself is vital. I don't give a damn who you are. Protect yourself by any and all means. So yeah, tune in for me, guys. I want to hear back from you guys on this one. I think it'll be interesting. I think we can all kind of get a little chuckle out of each of our own answers and what happened and what we did, what we went through. So let me know, guys. And like I said, it's just talk about it Thursdays. Once again, I'm gonna keep it going. I love the interaction that we're having. These are some of the most, probably these are the lower viewed videos that I put out, but the interaction is higher than anything else, which I really love. I really don't always care about certain things. I don't need views and this and that and that and this. If I'm getting the interaction from my true supporters, I think that's awesome. And if new people are tuning in and they enjoy this, you're gaining supporters that way as well. So, it's all love, it's all support. We appreciate it here at RK, like just everybody that's been down for us and has shared our stuff, shared our content, liked it, followed it, subscribed to it. All of these things mean the world to us. So we greatly appreciate you guys no matter what. But tap in with us. I want to hear what you guys have to say. All right. As usual, hit that subscribe if you haven't. Boop. If you're finding any value, it's free. It shows a little love. Share it a little bit if you need to. Hit the like button definitely, and throw in the comments. That interaction really helps. And yeah, we love you. See you guys on the next one.